the team last night and again today. I really thought this was a brotherhood win, and not only the players but the fans certainly earned that one as well. I thought the execution part of our game came to life more in this one than it has before. We've put a lot of preparation in over the last couple of weeks to emphasize more on third down, more on red zone, and it was good to see that carry over into the game. We created more takeaways over the last 2 weeks, and so for us to have that turnover margin jump, it has to come when you get defensive takeaways. So over the last couple of weeks to force 4 fumbles, I thought that's a good start for us. We're pumped. We're excited for the opportunity in front of us this week. We'll push our schedule back a day. We're playing on Monday night, so we'll treat Thursday like it'll be a Wednesday, and we'll give players an extra day rest this week, prep for the game. So from an injury standpoint, the only thing coming through from the game was Devonta Freeman will be in the concussion protocol. And that began last night at the game. So past that, I'm glad to open up to your questions regarding the game and move forward to heading into Seattle.
Coach Freeman, any concern, or you just have to kind of move forward with, it's the second one, we had the one this summer too,
right.
And, or any concern on, how you're going to move forward until he gets out of the program?
No, we really trust the process that the guys go through, to come back and get ready, and almost like in a day-by-day process, in terms of when the players are back and ready, and for all the guys, we're going to make sure we take great care, not just of Devonta, but of every guy that goes through that, to make sure they're feeling at their best and ready to come back. So until that time comes, let them go through the process.
And Coleman and Ward, how'd you feel they played yesterday? And
it was good to get Tevin extended play time, and so for him to get 20 carries in a game, I thought that was a good deal for him to show I can handle that load when needed to. They've been such a good complement together, both Tev and Free. There's occasionally times where one's out and the other has to take the load, and that was the case yesterday with Devonta leaving so early in the ball game. So we knew we could lean on Tevin in that way, and we'll continue to do so until Free comes back. But Ward is somebody that we've counted on, for 3 years now. When his number gets called, he's a guy that likes to answer the bell and answer the challenge. So he's always been one of our most prepared players. That's why we trust him as a PP and punt. That's why we trust him, to go in the game, kind of at a moment's notice. In that running back room, he is one of the guys that they look to in terms of he's always on it, protection in his run game. Football comes really cleanly and clearly to Ward. So we're excited he's here, and we'll lean on those 2 guys.
And Hill, where's he at in his development as would be the, I guess, de facto third back now?
Yeah, we feel like he's made progress over the last couple of weeks. And, as his Plan D work has taken place, I felt maybe over the last month, you've seen that, come through. He's been one of the Black Jersey Award winners for us during that time. So we're encouraged about his development so far.
Coach, going back to Devonta, I know he got a little bit dinged up in the previous game against Carolina. Did that have any?
Yeah, bruised knee in that one, and so that's what he was on our injury report for. So I know he was evaluated on the sideline, but by no means was he put in a concussion protocol. So last week, any limitation he had was bruised knee, nothing past that.
Does it bother you? I mean, I know you don't let outside factors kind of influence things, but does it bother you when a player from another team comes out and says, hey, you know what, I thought Freeman was concussed in our game?
You know what, I don't, because that's nothing that I can control. So, what makes this game special is the players, the competitive fire that they have and the respect they have for one another to go after it. But I know what we do and how we go through it. And so we don't lean on anyone else outside our walls for any motivation or for any accuracy on a medical decision, for sure.
And just with him going through this second concussion, stuff like that, I know there's reports already out there they won't play against Seattle. I mean, can we go as far as to say, hey, this will probably keep him out at least one game?
Not until we get all the way through the medical reports and go through that, and the day's extended also by a day. So I won't roll him out until they say he's ruled out. We're going to do the very best looking out for him. I can promise you that. But until they say that, then I'll lean on that way. But until that time comes, nothing from my end to report.
Yesterday we didn't get to ask you about Don Tarico. Obviously, he played some offense yesterday.
Yeah.
How did that come about?